We're taking a little trip to Springfield, Missouri. We're in Lebanon, Missouri, and this is one of my favorite pawn shops to visit. They usually have a lot of good video games. So we're going to check out to see if their selection is good during this pandemic or not. So it did pretty good in there. I almost paid retail. I asked him, is there any way you can cut me a deal? He actually ended up giving me 5 off for each of these products. They're video games. What the heck? Super Valis 4. This is an Atlas title. And he had it at 30, so I got it for 25. Pretty happy about that. This I've never heard of before in my life. An ES game. It's a Lucas Films game. Defenders of Dynatron City. Never heard of it. Now it has a ton of rental stickers on it. Premier Video Superstore. I'm gonna keep that on there. That's actually pretty cool. So that's got to be from the 80s. And then this is the big ticket item. He actually gave me $5 off of this as well. This is an APF TV Fun, and it's a little Pong clone, and $10. It is missing the back piece here. You can actually use batteries on this. I believe they're D batteries, but you can also find a power supply for this, which I have one, and I don't have this Pong console yet. So yeah, just adding it to the collection, if you will. We are at the Battlefield Mall in Springfield, and I wanted to document this JCPenney signs. Oh my gosh, that is so 1980s. This Sears is closed down, obviously, but I had to show this sign. I think that's from the 1980s. Don't quote me on that. Let me know in the comments below if I am dead wrong on that. But man, that's cool. This is going to be a thing of the past very soon. Checking out a GameStop nearby. I'm going to go to Vintage Stock after that too. Now I'm at V-Stock. I didn't find anything in that GameStop. Oh well. So I ended up getting a couple games out of vintage stock. I don't have this game, and I probably paid a little too much for it, but I don't have it. NES games are harder and harder for me to come by anymore, ones that I don't have at least. And then I could not pass this up for the price. I know it's a very, very common and cheap title. Keith Courage and Alpha Zones. This was a launch title, pack-in title for the TurboGrafx 16. And I'll resell this and just end up keeping the case. I hardly ever find these cases for the TurboGrafx 16. So not a bad little pickup, and I'll make a little bit of money back off of Keith Courage. We are at STD Flea Market. I had to get this wall. We've been here before, and I absolutely love coming to this flea market. And the name is kind of crazy. I swear we're not gonna catch anything here. And we'll check out this flea market. Art. So we went to that STD. There's two of them here in Springfield, and I guess that one was closed. We're not sure. There was a lot of construction going on, but this is STD East, and we've been here as well. There's a lot of junk here, and I love coming here, going on the hunt. That's where I left my squeeze bottle on this edition of the Cup Chasers. totally worth a visit. They had a lot more video games this time around than when we were here a few years ago. We don't come here very often, and it was kind of refreshing to find some cheap video games, especially some Atari 2600 stuff. Alright, actually I scored a lot of Atari 2600 games. No Escape. Some of these I don't have. A lot of them I don't have. Commando Raid, I'll have to double check that one. I know I don't have Bermuda Triangle. That's cool. Journey, I have that. That's just gonna be a quick resell. Stampede, I'll have to double check. I feel like I do. Riddle of the Sphinx, that's another one I'm going to double check. Laser Blast. I also got a couple other games. They were up in the front of the case, front of the store rather. WrestleMania 2000. It's a really good game. I know I don't have this. Mad. Mousetrap. And then I got Hook on the Sega Genesis. That's going to be in the resale pile. And it was cheap enough for me to flip. And I think I have an extra case for it too. We are at Mike's Unique Collectible and Antique Flea Market. We're going to see what's inside. I found some video games here before. You just never know. It's been a few years now. It does say retro right there. First Goodwill of our little mini vacation trip, and Goodwill's been hit or miss for me lately. We're gonna check it out though. We're at a Red Racks. This is a thrift store, and they're hit or miss. Their prices are okay, so we'll see if they have any video games. So I ended up getting Final Fantasy X2. That's going to go in the resale pile. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. I think I own it, so that might be a Missouri Game Con. I'm not sure. And then this was kind of cool. I got it for $2.99, I believe. But for some reason, this stuff was discounted. So I actually ended up getting this stuff for about $11. So I'm pretty happy about that. This I'll probably hang up in the game room somewhere. I'm at Next Level Pawn and just doing a little research. This is a very good area to look for video games in Springfield. So I'll give my opinion about it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film too much in here. We'll see. So their prices were as expected. Full retail, a little bit higher in some games than others. But I got some 64 stuff for dirt cheap. This is going to go in the resell pile. Even if I resell it for $2 to $3, I'm going to make a profit. And yeah, it's just good to have some filler stuff when you're going to a convention. Now this I don't have, that's going in the collection. And a good old Madden 98, oh boy. Now this is cool, this is gonna go in my Mario pile. Now I did pay 10 bucks for it. I don't care, it's cool, it's vintage, it's retro. Why not add it to the collection, right? At a Salvation Army. And there's also another pawn shop I'm gonna look at. Not bad. I don't have this and I'm going for complete Cubesat, so why not? I didn't know that this had 2 discs, so that's why I decided to get it for that price, $6.50. I think this one's a little harder to find. I'll look up the value here in a little bit. Malice on the Xbox, never heard of it. And then this is going in the Missouri Game Con pile. Oh my gosh, if you are in the Springfield area, you have got to go to 1984. All of their arcade machines are on free play. They have a 1980s room. They have a Ghostbusters room. You gotta check it out. Well worth your time, well worth your visit. I love this place. Anytime I'm in this area, I have got to hit it up.